After Hours Radio on Dirty Chai Radio. Name's Ryan Quinn in the Dirty Chai studio with me this evening. We have got Cordell and the Dirty Chai Cat is in the Dirty Chai studio with us. How are you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing pretty good, actually. How are you doing there, Ryan?
Never better. This is the best moment of my life, and I'm happy that I get to share it with you and
That's
and these
good.
fine people.
How's the Dirty Chai Cat doing over there?
Cat, a few words apparently.
Yep.
You'll have that though,
Good talk.
I suppose. Good talk, yes. Hey, do yourself a favor and follow the show on Twitter at AHRadioWI, on Instagram, After Hours Radio WI, and on Facebook, it's facebook.com/AHRadioWI. And of course, so you can find the podcast anywhere that good podcasts are found.
Spotify,
iHeartRadio,
Apple Music,
Deezer,
I don't know.
Alexa via TuneIn.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, you could try that. Give that a whirl. And ahead on the show, this is exciting. Squirrels are being targeted for
What?
birth control.
Well-
New bracelets to keep tabs on moods. Scientists discover things about your cell phone, and we're gonna check out what the survey says. But right now, I bet you didn't know this, Cordell.
Probably not. You teach me a lot here.
I'm happy that I can do that for you. Apparently, it takes, on average, 36 hints before your significant other pops the question. And I bring that up because Valentine's Day is going to be this a week from today. Or, no, 2 weeks from today.
Yep, 2 weeks from today.
Valentine's Daytona.
36 hints?
Yeah, before they eventually pop the question. So, and that's apparently new survey says that it takes on average 36 hints over 8 months for most people to finally pop the question to their significant other. 2,000 people were interviewed.
Interesting.
Yeah. Apparently 54% dropped hints to their main squeeze before they proposed, though it took some longer than others to pick up. To figure out what they were talking about.
Yeah, sure. All right.
I bet. Accidentally sending texts or emails with advertisements for rings proved to be the most common hint that people would do. 59% of respondents copped to having done that. 45% deliberately steered their TV time to shows about movies or weddings, or movies about weddings, or things like Say Yes to the Dresser. What's that? My best friend's wedding. That's what that says. Okay. I was having problems reading the notes. But and then another 38% say they used their friends to start talking about popping the question to the oblivious person in question.
Wow.
So they riled people around the cause.
Interesting.
37% deliberately left their browsers open to websites dealing with weddings for their main squeeze to find, while 31% casually pointed out rings while shopping with their significant other. So casual.
Very.
51% say the ring was more important than the proposal. Really? The ring is more important than the proposal?
Wow. I don't know if I agree with that, but I guess I'm not on the receiving end of the ring, I guess. So
this is my favorite part of what the surveys revealed. Much of the hints didn't actually work. Nearly half said they got so tired of hinting about things that they flipped the script and just proposed themselves. Like they didn't wait. They're like, hey, you want to marry me?
yeah, why not?
I mean,
Who says it has to be?
yeah, one way or the other, it doesn't.
Exactly.
I mean, why couldn't you have done that from the first place? It seems like you could have avoided a lot of frustration.
Agreed.
Sometimes, I mean, sometimes I'm pretty oblivious, man. You might not believe that about me, but it's true. Sometimes I'm completely oblivious. So I don't know if hinting would would be the right tactic to use with me. Did you number one, would you be a hinter or would you just flat out ask the person?
I don't know. I guess that's a good question. I think I would probably be a hinter, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When in a relationship, do you typically make a big deal out of Valentine's Day?
I mean, I feel like just about every year, I guess, but like not like that big of a deal.
Sure.
You know.
If you're looking to make the day extra
it is kind
special,
of just another day, people, right?
Well, I don't know. If you're
always show your significant other that you care about them.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But if you're looking to make any day extra special, I suppose.
True.
For Valentine's Day, Kraft is making pink candy flavored macaroni and cheese. So you could have a pink dinner on Valentine's Day.
Nice.
I'd be down for that. Other than the candy flavor of it.
Oh wait, you said it was candy flavored?
No, like it's regular macaroni. With pink candy flavor in the cheese or something. Like you get your cheese packet and then you get a pink packet, and it gives it a hint of candy.
That's kind of gross.
Candied cheese.
I don't know if I would like that much. I missed that part.
I don't like. I'm okay. I'd be down for some pink noodles.
Yeah, but not like.
Yeah, I don't want
a little bit of candy flavoring. No thanks.
No.
You could just put a little food coloring in there.
Right.
Then you wouldn't have to get the candy flavor.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know. I like my mac and cheese tasting cheesy.
You gotta have it pure, right?
Exactly.
You can't mess with the gloriness that is
mac
gloriousness.
And cheese.
Yeah,
exactly.
That is mac and cheese. To be fair, it's one of my favorite meals, mac and cheese and then baked beans, and you mix the two together. That's where it's at.
I like where your head's at, sir.
You ever do that?
Yeah, probably. I've probably done that a time or two, but not as much as I should be.
I can't have one without the other. If I got macaroni, I gotta have baked beans.
I guess I just don't eat baked beans that much, but I do love baked beans.
Well, I mean, you gotta eat more baked beans, Cordell. It's an essential part of every growing human's diet.
True.
Yes. And aren't we always forever growing and learning? Isn't that what we do?
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. All the way down, all the night. This is After Hours Radio on Dirty Chai Radio.
Leave me alone. I Half talk, half music. 100% original After Hours radio. Your Sunday nights just got better.
Disappeared so fast, like time is playing tricks on me. Like my present now is my past, so lost in a familiar place, while everybody's moving on, and I try to keep up with the pace, but I don't know what's going on, and it feels like I'm running backwards all the time. It feels like I am being left Everybody seems to know where they are going to. I don't know if I should leave or stay, if I am already on my way, but it feels like I'm running backwards all the time. It feels like I am being left behind. It feels like I'm running backwards all the time. Yeah, it feels like I am being left I do my best trying to make sense. Baby, you're my past and future tense. When I'm lost on the open sea, you're the wave that will carry me. Now you see, it feels like I'm running backwards all the time. It feels like I am being left behind. It feels like I'm running backwards all the time. It feels like I am being left
Half talk, half music. 100% original After Hours radio. Your Sunday nights just got better.
Hey there, baby, sweet as can be. For your love, I beg, borrow, and steal.
After Hours Radio on Dirty Chai Radio. Name's Ryan Quinn. In the Dirty Chai studio with me is Cordell. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
The Dirty Chai cat is still with us, but has now kind of turned his back on the mic. So
Taking a nap.
Yeah.
It's a little cat nap.
I see what you did there. Hey, ahead on the show, we're going to talk about squirrels being targeted for birth control. New bracelets to keep tabs on moods. Scientists that have discovered things about cell phones, perhaps. And we're about to dig into our surveys, the ever-popular surveys. But as always, if you're listening live, don't forget you can stream the podcast on all major services. Cordell, those include what?
Deezer, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Maybe something else, but, you know.
Yeah. Anywhere good podcasts are found, it's probably fair to say that you'll find After Hours Radio.
True that.
So this is kind of surprising, or maybe not. Survey says, are you ready?
Yes.
Survey says the average American would pay, and you have to answer this Jeopardy style, nearly what to forget 2020? Average American would pay nearly what to forget 2020?
What is my life?
You'd pay your life to forget it? Like, just take the whole thing?
Anything to get rid of it. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Survey says that the average American would pay nearly $2,000 to forget 2020.
2,000?
Yep. The movie Eternal Sunshine of Spotless Mind dealt with a company that could delete bad moments from your memories. And were that option to actually exist, that survey shows that 2020 would be a major selling point at about $2,000. Non-scientific survey, of course, of 2,000 Americans said that the average person would wipe it all from their mind. It was commissioned on CB Distillery. Also asked people what the most stressful elements of the year were for them. Not surprisingly, the pandemic topped the list. Other stressful elements of 2020 said that they'd like to include the deaths of Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, L.A. Lakers star Kobe Bryant, actor Chadwick Boseman, and George Floyd, plus murder hornets, and the controversy surrounding the presidential election. None of those really are all that surprising. All the stress of that year that shall not be named caused the average person to gain 13 pounds, lose an average of 5 hours of sleep a week. Also, 64% said they drank more in 2020, not just from stress, but because of easy access to alcohol thanks to working at home. So there's a lot in that survey.
I can agree with a lot of that.
Right. That it hits home. I'm feeling triggered. You touched on some things. Why do I feel so attacked? I'm in this meme and I don't like it. You ever had that moment?
Yes.
I'm in this meme.
Like, oh wait, that's me.
Right. Get out of my mind, please. The 20 most stressful events of 2020, according to that survey, reads just like a bad recap of all the major headlines of 2020.
Yeah, I believe it.
The pandemic is number one at 50%. U.S. response to the pandemic at 37%. Ginsburg at 36%. Confirmation hearings of Amy Coney Barrett at 32%. Kobe Bryant at 30%. The election at 28%. President Trump overall 27% felt that was just too stressful. The Australian brush fires tied that at 27%. The death of Chadwick Boseman at 24%. Economic instability in the U.S. at 23%. Police brutality overall 22%. The killings of George Floyd tied that at 22%. Unemployment rates in the U.S. also was tied there. The three-way tie for 22%. Protests in Hong Kong was 21%. The impeachment trial of President Trump the original, not the sequel, 18%. The explosion in Beirut, 12%. Murder hornets at 10%. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle leaving the royal family at 9%. Brexit at 7%. And Harry Weinstein's trial at 4%. Those were 2020's most stressful events. I'm surprised Epstein didn't make that list. He was hanging around elsewhere. That was rude. Well, I mean, it's not gonna. I don't know. That list makes me depressed. Like, I got not even halfway through it. It's like, oh,
it's pretty sad.
We live
but it was pretty accurate.
Yeah, we live in a strange time. I just don't. Do you get the Prince Harry and Meghan Markle thing? Like, why do?
I don't know. I saw it and was like,
why do we as Americans really
and then
care?
The next day, forgot about it. So.
Yeah, it seems so weird to me that like certain parts of American society stop over the royalty business. I don't get it. Like, we had a war about that, didn't we? Long ago.
That's what I thought, but
yeah. But I mean, it's neat to observe. But I don't know, kind of like the Olympics, once every so often.
Right.
Actually, once every 4 years for royal stuff is too often for me. Maybe once every 8. Seems okay, right?
Why not?
Do you have any major feelings about the royal family, one way or the other? No.
No.
Do you think of them often, or not? Not so much. Ever?
Not unless I ever hear about them.
So you're thinking about them now, but up until this point, it wasn't.
No.
Huh. So you don't click on any articles?
If I see them, I might click on them just to see what's happening, but otherwise, I don't like seek out these articles.
I refuse. I can't do it.
I just really don't.
I can't. I don't understand why I'm supposed to be interested. I have a hard time with that, Cordell.
I mean, who says you have to be interested?
I don't know. It's everywhere. It's on my Reddit. It's...
Oh, well, it's not on my Reddit, so...
What Reddit do you have? How do I get your Reddit?
I don't.
I don't even follow things. I just started following things, actually. I used to, like,
so you, like, use the popular, like, the global...
or I just memorize subreddits or something.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, I'm a huge fan of Trashy. I'll just scroll through the trash. What are you doing? I'm on the Trashy Reddit. Why? I want to feel better about myself. I'm in this meme and I feel attacked. I need to look at it more. I can't. Trashy just makes that and public freak out. I get sucked in on that. But I made the mistake of following every political sub I could find. Talk about overload, man.
Yeah.
Overload. Then I got another one that's just radio stuff. You know how boring radio people are? Like, I was all excited. Oh, networking, exploring, new options, creativity. You can find all of that on Reddit, except for radio. I mean, there's a radio subreddit, but...
It's not filled with those kinds of people.
It's dead. It's dead, just like radio itself. Oh. That's awfully dark coming from an insider, huh? Why everything we do the show on the internet? No, I'm just joking. I say it in jest. Radio is amazing. I mean, you get in your car, and especially AM. Do you ever listen to AM radio, Cordell?
Yeah, every once in a while.
You can get, especially after dark, stations from all over the place. It's really neat. I was listening to a station from St. Louis not too long ago. Pittsburgh. Not like those are two different places, Cordell.
Yep. I'm aware.
You ever been to either of them?
No.
Me either. We should go. An after-hours radio field trip. No?
I'd go to Pittsburgh.
You'd go to Pittsburgh? But you
and
wouldn't...
probably St. Louis, too.
What's wrong with St. Louis?
I didn't say anything was wrong about St. Louis.
Why do you hate St. Louis, Cordell?
I don't.
and all that.
Broadcasting live in downtown Rice Lake, Wisconsin. You're logged on and listening to After Hours Radio.
Keeping your music taste out of Sucker Creek since 2011, After Hours Radio, alternatively entertaining.
hearts explode. It must be bad news overload. Then we salute eternity and pay our final bill. This is the end of the world. 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 You should do what's right. Stay out of the fight for as long as you can. This is just the beginning, 'cause nothing ever begins. This is the end of the world. This is the end of the world.
After Hours Radio on Dirty Chai Radio. Name's Ryan Quinn. In the Dirty Chai studio with me, we've got Cordell, and the Dirty Chai cat is still hanging out with us this evening.
Still in that cat nap.
Yeah, still in that cat nap.
Not me, the dirty chai cat, of course.
Right, because you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed,
You bet.
ready to hop on it.
You bet.
Well, hey, this is After Hours Radio Live, but of course you can check out the podcast anytime. We're live until 11, but the podcast, you could listen to that. It's 90 minutes to get you through 10 minutes each day, Monday through Friday or something like that. I figured it out on the air one night. I don't want to do it again.
I do remember that, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, follow the show. You can do that. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, Deezer, wherever you find good podcasts, you can find After Hours Radio. You can also find us on Twitter at AHRadioWY, Instagram After Hours Radio WY, and of course on Facebook, just search After Hours Radio, find the page with the blue and red logo. If you're watching on YouTube, it's the same logo that's on the video stream. Speaking of Cordell, did you know you could watch it on YouTube?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
it's there.
How's it doing? Is it looking good?
Are
we looking good?
Of course, we're us. Here we are.
You're not wrong.
Right, of course. Cordell.
Ryan?
This is neat. Scientists discovered your cell phone.
Uh-oh. What'd they find out about my phone now?
It can tell if you've had too much to drink.
Oh, really?
Apparently, motivated by the loss of a friend of a drunk driving accident and years as an ER physician treating related injuries, a doctor has proven that your cell phone can detect if you're drunk just by your walk.
Oh, nice. I was actually kind of wondering if that would be how it could tell.
You were guessing a walk?
Yeah, I felt like that could possibly be a way.
I was thinking talk.
That would also be a good one.
Or
what if it
fingerprint
tracked
sensor?
how you typed over the last couple hours, you know?
Yeah, or like a sweat in the fingerprint.
Oh yeah,
that could be a thing. I don't know. But
Interesting.
apparently it was none of those. It was by your walk.
Interesting.
The Journal of Studies on Alcohol and Drugs published a research paper from Dr. Brian Staffaletto that notes how a phone's built-in direction-detecting sensors can tip you or others off when you've had a few too many. Apparently, Dr. Brian, now with Stanford University School of Medicine's Department of Emergency Medicine, conducted a small study when he was at the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine. This was a short time ago. His team studied lab subjects and, just from their phone's data alone, were able to detect which ones had been drinking 90% of the time thanks to their tipsy gait. Just because they were kind of walking like a penguin.
Mm-hmm.
Called the small-scale study a proof of concept that provides a, quote, foundation for future research on using smartphone to remotely detect alcohol-related impairments. Dr. Bryan adds, in 5 years, I'd like to imagine a world in which people go out with friends and drink at risky levels, then they get an alert at the first sign of impairment. Huh. Help them, stop them from doing high-risk things like driving.
Yeah.
Unprotected sexual encounters! That's what Dr. Bryan said. So that's where he'd like to be in 5 years. So the hidden benefits of cell phones, that powerful sensors.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they're gearing up for that, like the sweat in your fingertip.
Maybe.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, because, maybe not everybody walks, a little, maybe.
Right. Well, they said that it was right only 90% of the time, which
Right.
that's 10% of room for error.
Yep.
I don't know. It didn't say if that 10% favored one way or the other. Like,
Mhm.
I don't. False, negative, positive. What? False. You know what I'm trying to say, Cordell.
All right.
Don't act like you don't.
I know what you're trying to say.
Thank you. Validation is what I crave. Hey, ahead on the show, squirrels are being targeted for birth control. We're also going to talk about new bracelets to keep tabs on moods, kind of like mood rings. That'll be exciting. And don't forget to tweet us your thoughts at AHRadioWY. As always, if you're listening live, don't forget you can stream the podcast on all major services. And if you're listening to the podcast, join us live each and every Sunday from 7 until 11 p.m. That's Central Standard Time on dirtychairadio.com/DCRC-radio. That's how you do it, Cordell.
It sure is.
Just like that. Smooth as butter.
It's a lot easier than having to type that in every week, though, when you want to come and listen to us live.
What's that?
If you bookmark that.
Bookmark. I got one right on the desktop of my computer. That way, always, bam, dirtychairadio.com.
There you go.
And it brings up, Oh, speaking of, Dirty Chai just added a bunch of shows to its Sunday programming.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, that's kind of exciting. I'll have to check it out. Starts at 9 o'clock in the morning with children's programming. A show called The Children's Hour. So, family friendly.
By children, for children, I believe you said.
Yeah, something like that. What do you think? I'll have to listen to it. Check it out sometime. What? You can't see me just hanging out in the Dirty Chai studio, learning about projects.
No, I can though. That's
Oh.
why it's funny.
You're an odd one, Cordell. You're an odd one.
Thank you.
Anyway, join us any way you want to, wherever you are. We're probably there too, because we're kind of creepers. Right, Cordell?
Yeah. I don't like to refer to myself as a creeper.
How would you refer to yourself?
I don't know. Not as a creeper, though.
Way to make it weird.
It's not that awkward.
It never is. You shouldn't let it get awkward. We'll get back in the game, clandestine on After Hours Radio.
After Hours Radio, alternatively entertaining.
I've been wandering down the same road back into town, talking on the phone with you. Who knows what we should do? 'Cause I'm tortured. 'Cause when we try to do things right, it always ends up with a fight. It's really messing with my head. Too bad, my friend, she said. But I'm tortured. Drop dead for me. Won't you just drop dead? Drop dead for me. I think I like that instead. Well, I don't mean anything wrong. Let's have a little conversation alone. Leaving all the stuff behind, but I don't think we should try. Yes, I'm tortured. Drop dead for me. Won't you just drop dead? Drop dead for me. I think I like that instead. I've been wandering down the same road back into town, talking on the phone with you. Who knows what we should do? 'Cause when we try to do things right, it always ends up with a fight. It's really messing with my head. Too bad, my friend, she said. Drop dead for me. Well, I don't mean anything wrong. Drop dead for me. Have a little conversation alone. Drop dead for me. Leaving all that stuff behind. Drop dead for me. But I don't think we should try. Drop dead for me. I'm tortured. Drop dead for me. I'm tortured. I'm tortured.
Don't forget to stalk us on Facebook and Twitter for exclusive content and information from the artists you love. After Hours Radio, your Sunday night just got better.
Down in Louisiana, where the tall, tall pine trees grow, there live a preacher daughter and she knows how to jelly roll. And a papa wanna save my soul, but a sweet talking daughter, Lord, she loves to jelly roll. Yes, she do. Well, I got a gal in old St. Louis, one in San Antonio. Come and get it while you can, for tomorrow I'll be gone. And my good gal sitting alone, she hollered her back, Daddy, Daddy, will you come in home? Won't you come on home? Well, my gals in Mississippi get along and they talk, Hell, they can recommend just like a cannonball. But hell, I love to watch them fall. Oh, the Mississippi woman, Lord, if they don't beat all. Oh, now, yes, they do. Well, I've been looking out my window as far as I can see. I'm looking for the rounders and they're looking out for me. Oh, but why won't they let me be? I'm a high-stepping papa from way down in Tennessee. Yes, I am. Why don't they let me be? Well, she likes to say we shouldn't, but you know we always will. The hollers catch me if you can, runs up over the hills. Well, that's how she gets her thrill, saying that we shouldn't, but she knows we always will. Yeah, she always said we shouldn't, saying that we shouldn't, but she always will.
Keeping your music taste out of Sucker Creek since 2011, After Hours Radio, alternatively entertaining.
And all that.
Broadcasting live in downtown Rice Lake, Wisconsin. You're logged on and listening to After Hours Radio.
After Hours Radio on Dirty Chai Radio. Name's Ryan Quinn in the Dirty Chai Radio studio. With me this evening is Cordell, and we've got the Dirty Chai Cat still kind of mutiny on the decks here, just there, but refusing to participate in conversation.
Yeah.
But just because he's not participating doesn't mean that you can't. We love to share your stuff. Send it to us. There's submission forms, dirtychairadio.com, where you can slide in our DMs, new music events, projects. We like it all. Live streams, you got one of those coming up. We'd love to know about it. Ahead on the show, Squirrels and birth control.
Why?
Wait, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Your questions will be answered in due time, sir. In due time. But first, I thought this was kind of neat. Did you ever get into mood rings?
No.
No?
Kind of just thought they were a hoax.
Well, then maybe this won't interest you as much. But apparently, there's new mood bracelets. Are you ready for this? This is a twist. They're tracking bracelets that let employers keep tabs on remote employees' moods. So your employee can, or your boss can know whether you're happy or not while you're away from the office.
No.
No? No, you don't like that one?
No.
Apparently a UK company's new bit of tech lets employers keep tabs on the moods, and as its name suggests,
So is it just while they're at work? Or like is it like all the time? If you have that answer.
I guess it would depend on the employer that's using it and the policy.
Yeah.
I would hope that it's only working hours.
Yeah. If it's all the time, I'm quitting.
The app
Sorry, bud.
the app is called Moodbeam 1, and
why do they have to know how you're feeling? Like all the time. Why do they have to keep tabs
if you're
on
happy workers tend to be more productive workers, I guess.
Well, yeah, but
You got to keep your little worker bees happy. Otherwise, they're not going to make that honey. You got to get that honey. So you got to make sure they're happy.
True.
According to the product's website, the application allows the employer to map happiness across your people and teams, driving positive change and improved well-being. The happiness score the devices generate can be monitored throughout the day as well as over the course of weeks and months. I came up with the idea to keep an eye on the mental temperature of their daughter while she was at school. But the creator came up or saw the bigger picture, especially during the pandemic, that businesses might be interested in this as well, so capitalized on that.
of course.
Privacy advocates don't like it, but
Right.
these people are pretty sure of it. I don't. No, thank you. I'm kind of like,
I'm what you just referred to. I would consider myself a privacy advocate. I like my privacy. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah. Just.
Why do you think you need to know everything about me, huh?
Yeah, you don't need to know anything.
Exactly.
I will let you know when I want you to know how I'm feeling.
Even if that means never.
Right. Right, but if there's something to be addressed, I can speak up for myself. I don't need a mood ring.
Don't need you prying.
No, I just. You've seen BoJack Horseman.
Oh, of course.
I know this doesn't seem like a character trait of Lenny Turtletop, but I see Lenny Turtletop like walking down and be like, "Hey, your bracelet says you're not happy. Why are you not happy?" Like, I don't need that in my life.
Exactly.
Turtletop just showing up and be like, "Hey."
I feel like Mr. Peanut Butter too would be a guy like that. He'd be asking him all those questions like, "What's up? What's wrong?
Yeah.
How you doing?"
Right. It'd be a big deal if Peanut
It's like,
Butter
nope.
was unhappy. Yeah. I'm just saying. That guy's happy about anything, really.
True.
Yeah. But I wouldn't be happy to wear this bracelet.
No.
No. We have a consensus here in the Dirty Chai studio.
That's
The
a
mood
negative.
bracelet is a no. Even the Dirty Chai cat is uninterested.
Yep.
Oh? Poked his head up a little bit. Saw movement.
Still a no.
Still a no. Like butterflies in Paris. What?
I suppose there probably are.
After Hours Radio, alternatively entertaining. After Hours Radio, alternatively entertaining.
Living on the far side of town, sharing a dream with anyone. She's made it through heaven, she's made it through hell. It's just another story to tell. Have you ever felt you're missing the dream? Have you ever wished your life was like the movie on the screen? Filled with heartbreaks and fights through Hollywood nights. Making up a bar queen on the phone in the great big boulevard, the place she belongs. It's just another story she tells. Have you ever felt you're missing the dream? Have you ever wished your life was like the movie on the screen? Filled with heartbreaks and fights through Hollywood nights. Through Hollywood nights. Through Hollywood nights.
Half talk, half music. 100% original After Hours Radio. Your Sunday nights just got better.
I try so hard to fade away, but something's forcing me to stay. It'd be easier for me if I turn away to flee. Oh,
music. 100% original After Hours Radio. Your Sunday nights just got better.
Leave that long neck bottle empty on the floor. You can't keep the rain from falling, you can't stop the storm. I can't stop you leaving. Of this I'm sure, I'm gonna leave that bottle on the floor. I can get down on my knees and start lacing up my boots, but you be gone, honey, baby, by the time I get pursuit. But I'm gonna try. So what else am I to do but leave that bottle on the floor? Well, them birds, they are singing and that sun is shining bright. Little bit of whiskey, a spot of ginger. I'm gonna sweeten up that bite just one more time. Just one more night, I'm gonna leave that bottle on the floor. Couple words of wisdom that always seem to do me wrong. They say that the grass is always greener there on someone else's lawn. Well, I ain't going out, so just give me something to pour, and I'm gonna leave that bottle on the floor. And you can say that you love me, but you know that just won't do. You've done gone left me, baby, left me tired, sad and blue. Well, I'm sitting here alone with just this bottle of brew, and I'm gonna leave that bottle on the floor. It was all fun and games until one of us got hurt. Them tears went flowing down my face, got soaked into my shirt. I'm gonna grab a drink now. For all that it is worth, I'm gonna leave that bottle on the floor. So take that long neck bottle now and pass it all around. Go on and grasp it in your fingers. Go and take a drink on me. Whenever I am heartbroken, full of misery, I'm gonna put that empty bottle on the floor.
After Hours Radio on Dirty Chai Radio. Name's Ryan Quinn. In the Dirty Chai studio with me is Cordell. If you're listening live, don't forget you can stream the podcast on all major services. If you're listening to the podcast, don't maybe join us live some Sunday. We're live each and every Sunday from 7 until 11 p.m. the Central Standard Time on dirtychairadio.com/DCRC-radio. Cordell, I've been teasing this one all evening. And I can tell that it kind of, you got a little interest.
I mean, I do like squirrels. I find them interesting.
You're a fan of squirrels?
Yeah.
Well, apparently birth control isn't just for humans anymore. Apparently, squirrels are up next to receive the contraception. That was easy for me to say. I had a lot of fun saying that.
Words are difficult.
Words are difficult, especially as we approach the long-burning 10 o'clock hour.
True that.
But according to the BBC, the UK government is backing a program that would lower the grey squirrel population by administering an oral contraceptive to them. They do this by infusing the birth control into a hazelnut spread and placing it in feeding boxes for the critters to consume. The government's Animal and Plant Health Agency believes this could reduce the squirrels' 3 million population by as much as 90%.
What?
Yeah, they want to get rid of them.
That's messed up.
They want to get rid of them. For why they want to limit the amount of gray squirrels in the population, a partnership of conservation and forestry organizations called the UK Squirrel Accord or UKSA, says that the rodents are wreaking havoc on their woodlands by stripping bark from young trees, particularly the oak trees, which supports many other species. It all works against global warming efforts, they say. So they got to get rid of the squirrels.
So they're blaming global warming on squirrels.
Well, indirectly, kind of.
It's kind of a dick move.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. I think it's great, kind of interesting that they can put the contraceptive in a hazelnut spread. That seems like such a pleasant way to take birth control. Like you just have like
humans would probably be a lot more responsible if they could get their contraception in a hazelnut spread, huh?
Right. That's what I'm saying. And like if you can do that, surely you can make it for guys and girls.
First, we have to have some toast.
Do you have to eat it before you engage each time, or do you have to just eat it once, or like once a month to make sure you have hazelnut spread on your toast?
I guess in this case for the squirrels, it sounds like maybe it's just once, but I guess I don't know.
Yeah, like it seems like it's just once.
It
but
just
what a
seems
thing
like such
you'd
a
have
funny
to
concept.
You'd have to like bring spoons of hazelnut spread into the bedroom with you. Like,
always have to have your hazelnut spread on you, man.
hazelnut flavored foreplay doesn't sound the worst. Doesn't sound the best, but it doesn't sound the worst. Better than honeydew. But
always with the honeydew.
Yeah, well, nobody invited you, honeydew. That seems so interesting to me, though. The hazelnut spread, but also that 90%, that seems like a lot of squirrels.
Yeah.
Is that like a
sad.
squirrel genocide?
It should be.
Right. Poor squirrels.
Uncalled for.
Right. It is. It really is. We need a Lorax to speak for the squirrels.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
What would a Lorax for the squirrels be called? Would it be a Lorax for the squirrels? Or is the Lorax specific for trees?
I have no idea.
Well, because the Lorax speaks for the trees. But he doesn't necessarily say that he only speaks for the trees. Like, maybe he'd stick up for squirrels, too.
I mean, why not?
Can we get the Lorax on the phone? Can somebody call the Lorax?
Have his number?
I'd like to speak with this man. Man? He's got a mustache.
No.
Not necessarily. He's a Lorax.
That is true.
They are a Lorax. Yeah. It's 2021. They can be a they.
Yeah.
Nobody ever asked. That's what you get for assuming the Lorax's gender and whether or not he knows about squirrels and their nuts.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh. Well, Cordell.
Well, Ryan.
In exactly 2 minutes' time, we will be entering the long-burning 10 o'clock hour.
Hooray!
Hooray! It's always an exciting time. And if you can, please stick around for it with us. If you can't, well, look for the podcast. We'd love to have you listen. You can find it on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Deezer, Apple Music, iTunes, wherever good podcasts are found. You can find After Hours Radio. After Hours Radio with Ryan Quinn is what you would search for. But it's more than just me. Cordell is here quite often. And if you want adventures from the whole group as they happen, perhaps follow us on social media. You can find us on Twitter at AHRadioWY. You can find us on Instagram, After Hours Radio WY. On Facebook, facebook.com/AHRadioWY, or just search After Hours Radio. Find the page with the blue and red logo. Did I miss anything, Cordell?
I do not believe so.
And that only took a minute's worth of our time.
What?
Yeah, that was pretty.
It's pretty speedy.
Yeah, got it out there. Now the world knows.
Yeah.
So we do appreciate you joining us here in the earlier part of the show. And we do hope you stick around for the long-burning 10 o'clock hour, where, as Cordell knows, every song is
over 5 minutes.
That's right. And we'll count them in, clock them in, count it down, do things. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. But yeah, it's a journey through music, and you never know where a song that's longer than 5 minutes might take you. So
Agreed.
We look forward to all the twists and turns that that lay ahead. The Dirty Chai
Darn
Cat is having
dirty
issues.
Chai Cat's trying to climb all over stuff and he's falling.
Well,
But he's landing on his feet.
as a Dirty Chai Cat would. As a Dirty Chai Cat would. Cordell,
Ryan?
in 4, 3, 2, 1, we enter the long burning 10 o'clock hour.
Ta-da!
Broadcasting live in downtown Rice Lake, Wisconsin. You're logged on and listening to After Hours Radio.
Half talk, half music. 100% original After Hours Radio. Your Sunday nights just got better.
It's true, you think it will be over. A fool of mine to feel the way I do. And God knows I've tried over and over, but I just can't stop thinking of you. In time they say it's gonna be better. With some time I'll find somebody new. Well, that's a line, they are the fools for that matter. 'Cause she won't be nothing like you. Each night I am lost in my dream. Your lips I feel, your eyes I see. And each night I could swear it was real. When I close my eyes, you're right here with me. And I'm calling out, but you never hear me. I am reaching out, but
After Hours Radio on Dirty Chai Radio. Name's Ryan Quinn. Welcome to the long-burning 10 o'clock hour. All parties involved are doing swell, aren't we, Cordell?
Of course, of course.
Yeah, so you got a little startled here as we went back on the air, did you?
No, I just dropped my phone.
Just yeeted it. I'm done with you. I've had enough. That's it. How often do you drop your phone?
Not that often.
I feel like I drop mine all the time. All the time. And I get lucky in that it doesn't break. I drop it in, like, the stupidest positions. Like, I'll know going into it that I'm going to be dropping my phone now. And I do nothing to prevent it. I do nothing. Like, hauling in groceries or something, like, I'm going to hold my phone and then...
You got pockets, man. What are you doing?
Right, but that's too convenient. That's too convenient. I don't mess around with that. I like, hold on to it.
Reasons
and
why I
then-
don't drop my phone that often. I
Well-
use my pockets.
You and your pockets. You ever dropped a pocket?
I don't believe so. No.
I drop my pockets all the time. I hate it. It's such a process, the pocket dropping. You know? Like, I don't know, man.
Me
It's.
neither.
I used to have a suit coat that the inside pocket, not the inside, the side one
Yep.
here. I
Yep.
think it was on the right side, though.
Mm-hmm.
It literally fell out.
You actually dropped your pocket.
Yeah, but I picked it up, and I'd carry it with me. And, like, when I was out in, like, the little party trick or whatever,
Yep.
I'd throw it in the middle of the floor, in the middle of the crowd, the gathering, and be like, "Oh, look, I dropped my pocket." And everybody would look like, "Oh, shit, dude actually dropped his pocket."
That's pretty good.
It was that pocket was good for nothing, though. Like, it was just for show. I mean, I could still put things in the pocket, but I
you
have to put the
hold
pocket
it.
in my pocket.
Yeah. You need a pocket for your pocket.
Right, and that's...
It's taking up prime pocket real estate.
Right. When it could just be a pocket all on its own. Instead, it's a pocket that needs a pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, I'd have to put my pocket in my pocket before I take it out of my pocket and throw it on the ground and be like, "Oh, look, I dropped my pocket." But I did it. I was committed. I was dedicated to it. It's,
It's good.
you got to do what you got to do sometimes, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. A wonderful day in the... Oh, I dropped my pocket. Pocket dropper. You've never dropped a pocket, though?
I don't think so. No.
Well, maybe you should.
Hmm.
Try it sometime. Just be
I
like,
don't have
"Hey,
any
you're my
pockets
pocket." And
falling
then
off.
yeet it.
Anything at the moment.
Scissors can fix that. You're aware of the existence of scissors?
What are these scissors that you're talking about?
Oh, they're really neat. They're like knives on a hinge. How would you describe scissors to somebody that has never met a scissor before?
Yeah, I guess that's
Scissors,
pretty good.
knives on a hinge.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You
Finger
know,
knives on a hinge.
Something like this kind of.
Cut
thing,
it
you know.
out, like Full House, you know. Knives on a hinge.
Exactly.
Well, all right. This is the long-burning 10 o'clock hour on After Hours Radio, Dirty Chai Radio. The song that we heard just before we started rambling, we started our digression, clocked in at, you want to take a guess?
5.5 minutes.
No, all the right numbers. Wrong order. 5 minutes, 3 seconds. Nikki G, crying out your name.
Just barely.
Yes, just barely made the cut for the long-burning 10 o'clock hour. Before that, we had Holding On to You, Bluma Peterson. You want to take a guess at this one?
6 minutes 47 seconds.
No. You're far too high. 5 minutes 16 seconds, and that's what we started the long-burning 10 o'clock hour with. The next one, kind of.
That's not too high.
No, what? You were like a minute off.
Oh yeah, I guess it was.
The next one.
Far higher than I thought.
Take a guess at how. We're
What?
gonna play a song, and I'd like
Oh,
you
the
to
next
guess
one?
what the next length is gonna be. Why was that so difficult? Words use them.
are difficult.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna guess 8.5 minutes.
No, you're again way too high, sir.
6 minutes.
No.
Still too high?
Yeah.
5 minutes, 1.5 seconds.
5 minutes 7 seconds. Blood Red Sun. Dango de la Meurtre. I probably said it wrong. Okay.
Words are
That's fine.
difficult. Okay.
Words are difficult, but it clocks in at 5 minutes 7 seconds in the long burning 10 o'clock hour. After Hours Radio, Dirty Chai Radio.
Cancer called me today. Is it gonna take your loved ones away? It's time their minds don't live here anymore. They've been sold, raped, torn, now old. Where do we go? Help me get into the shower. It's been 100,000 minutes past the hour. The fuse refused to stop this burnout. Hey, tango de la muerte. Now to's the crowd. Ooh. Ooh. So fast yet slow. Gonna go in now. Surf the void unemployed. I'll see you later when the flash floods come. I'll see you later when the pie sees you run. Gonna steer away now.
keeping your music taste out of Sucker Creek since 2011. After Hours Radio, alternatively entertaining.
I'm not a human being, I'm a human reacting. It's Mr. Mason Hadley, always so classy. I'm actually nasty, I'm acting on a game. Who has no love back? Me? I shrug and smile, I see above like miles. The sun shining on my head, even though the clouds steady kick it in between me and it. I really don't give a shit because guess what? It is what it is. I was poor as a kid, I'm poor as a man. I'm mentally rich, can afford a mind state, man. A hoarder on jams, who borders on spaz, a tortoise and taz, a war fortress, a porcelain glass. That I always end up throwing rocks at. An unconventional individual with a pension to fill up a bowl. I'm not a zero, no, I'm just your working class hero. Just some good old boys, not meaning no harm. Big guts, rap guts, tattoos, sleep dawn. Down in the mud, surviving from dusk till dawn. Pop blunts, get drunk, man, sing our song. Just some good old boys, not meaning no harm. Big guts, rap guts, tattoos, sleep dawn. Down in the mud, surviving from dusk till dawn. Pop blunts, get drunk, man, sing our song. Just some good old boys, some good old boys. We just some good old boys, yeah, yeah. Just some good old boys, we just some good old boys. We just some good old boys, yeah.
Yo, I write words to prove my worth, and I light lighters cause my life hurts. Cause bad shit happens just like a timer. It's just my luck, I'll try to decipher American Sniper or the Pied Piper. It's my songs that make me such a fighter. Without rap, I'm as sad as Bon Iver. I'm best described as a shark or a spider. I'm the cut of ivory, I'm like elephant tusk, as sharp as the nose of the bad kid in Doug. Unbreakable, but often stuck in the mud against the odds of 100 to 1. Yeah, life sucks, but sometimes we have fun. We just wanna make money and fall in love, then freak the fuck out when we fall out of. Exhausted, sweating all the small stuff. It seems like every day my head it worsens. I hide behind my meds and curtains. I don't ever bet cause I'm always certain. If I had your eyes, then it would all be perfect. If you want my words, I am at your surface. At times I serve my words in badly cursive. If I'm acting nervous cause my pad is worthless, it's hard to write when your heart is burning.
Just some good old boys, not meaning no harm. Big guts, rap guts, tattoos, sleep dawn. Down in the mud, surviving from dusk till dawn. Puff blunts, get drunk, man, sing our song. Just some good old boys, not meaning no harm. Big guts, rap guts, tattoos, sleep dawn. Down in the mud, surviving from dusk till dawn. Puff blunts, get drunk, man, sing our song. Just some good old boys, some good old boys. We just some good old boys, yeah, yeah. Just some good old boys, we just some good old boys. We just some good old boys, yeah, yeah. I mean, what else can I tell you? A poker face like Phil Hellmuth on the felt dude was dealt too. Non-suited low cards, but on the river, I might just out-bluff all you blowhards. Everybody wants to go far, nobody wants to work hard. I'm the first off the line and the last to finish it. Yeah, I'll run the race, I jump in the mainstream and backstroke in it. Whistling, singing, just soaking up the moment. Y'all don't really get it though, you're closed and unopened. So both for the hope that y'all might get the notion. Underestimated, dedicated, dude from up out the basement, face it. Face needs a facelift, on the chin is exactly where I'll take it. But all your punches won't ever phase him. He rocks a shroud of amazement and got a gas face for all the haters.
try to fly, I get shot down. 12 gauge bird shot in my stomach, so I plummet. Hit the ground running on one leg and crumble. Wondering if Jesus ever felt this humble. Dug from the depths, trying to find the shallow water where sharks play and feast on the hallowed. Maybe an illusion, could be a dream. Can't remember the last time that things was as they seem. I look up, but the sun burns my eyes. I look down, feet frozen to the ground. I look up, but the sun burns my eyes. I look down, feet frozen to the ground. I look up, but the sun burns my eyes. I look down, feet frozen to the ground. I look up, but the sun burns my eyes. I look down, feet frozen to the ground. Holla. I need a break from monotony. Abandoned like a ghost ship sailing on the open sea. My head's a scroll, tightly wound papyrus, confusing hieroglyphs, potent like Osiris. My head's a scroll, it's starting to unravel. Perhaps you could save me before I hit that gravel. Never saw the signs, never heard the call in. Shot from the sky like a bird, now I'm falling. I look up, but the sun burns my eyes. I look down, feet frozen to the ground. I look up, but the sun burns my eyes. I look down, feet frozen to the ground. I look up, but the sun burns my eyes. I look down, feet frozen to the ground. I look up, but the sun burns my eyes. I look down, feet frozen to the ground. Holla. This is a spaceship, phases sector next battle. Krylon tip, paint can head, hear my brains rattle. In times of high stress, wingtips start to fold. Icarus meltdown, stories turn to solid gold. Can you help me, bring me back full circle? 5 times gravity, falling into every hurdle. Dim star in a sea of black, lost grip of my purpose when I thought I had it back. I look up, but the sun burns my eyes. I look down, feet frozen to the ground. I look up, but the sun burns my eyes. I look down, feet frozen to the ground. I look up, but the sun burns my eyes. I look down, feet frozen to the ground. I look up, but the sun burns my eyes. I look down, feet frozen to the ground. Holla.
Broadcasting live in downtown Rice Lake, Wisconsin. You're logged on and listening to After Hours Radio.
My Rolex says I'm on time, put my Bentley next in line. The valley has a degree. I go in, see my friends, and I party to no end. I live a life of ecstasy. Tea time at 8, you showed up late and made me miss my massage. My iced tea is missing lemon, country covers got me sinning. Leave a message, I'll be at the spa. Everywhere I go, baby. New York, Paris, London, Milano, baby. I got rich people problems.
Wait, who told y'all to stop?
After Hours Radio, Dirty Chai Radio. Name's Ryan Quinn. In the Dirty Chai studio with me still is Cordell. That was Olio.
Yeah.
Rich People Problems, which seems fairly relevant.
Good one
maybe.
for this week.
Yeah. If you're still with us here in the long burning 10 o'clock hour, thanks for joining us for the long haul, both on the YouTubes and dirtychairadio.com. Don't forget to check out the podcast. You can find that any place that you find good podcasts, basically. But Cordell, tell me what just happened? What's this GameStop Reddit thing going on? Give me the rundown.
So essentially, these guys on Reddit were like talking people into buying stocks of GameStop.
Okay.
On these apps, like these like trader apps, like Robinhood. I don't know if you've ever heard of that one or like any of these other ones or whatever. And so like a bunch of people bought stocks, so like it went way up out of nowhere, and then like because of this, the way they saw it was being manipulated and whatnot, these apps blocked people only from being able to buy more shares. They were able to sell what they were currently holding because they wanted people to get rid of it, to
Sure.
put it back down.
Sure.
But you weren't able to keep buying shares of it. And so a lot of people were getting upset about that.
Huh.
Which I kind of agree with.
I still don't understand
Because
any of it.
They were, I don't understand a whole lot of it still, but essentially they were blocking us regular people per se
Sure.
from doing what I was just describing there, but all the hedge fund people on Wall Street were still able to trade these stocks freely however they felt.
Huh.
So,
That's-
giving those guys an advantage once again.
And then AMC was another
AMC
one.
was another one.
So essentially, if you
Yeah.
bought the GameStop stock, it went up in price. Now.
Yep, it was
And
more
so it's
valuable.
worth more than what it would have been.
Mhm.
And other people are upset about this.
Yeah, all the rich people are. I'm not exactly sure why or how it affects them, but
Huh.
I don't know. Somehow they're maybe losing money because they're not invested in it. I don't know.
Strange. I don't understand any of it, and I don't.
Yeah, I don't really understand a whole lot of the whole stock market thing, but I try to.
Do you get
understand.
cryptocurrency? Do you Bitcoin? No.
I don't understand it.
I don't either. When it first came out, I
That's
thought
way above my intelligence level.
me too. And when it first came out, I was thinking, this is interesting. I should learn more about it, and then I just never thought of it again. The next
Yeah.
thing I know, Bitcoin is blowing up. Like, oh, that was that thing that I thought about
Yeah.
thinking about.
Right.
Yeah, I never thought about it. But people that did think about it are feeling pretty good about that decision now, I hear.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess so. Is that what this GameStop thing, like, are these people now going to be pretty rich?
I'm not really sure how it's going to play out, actually.
Huh. I don't.
But it sounds like a lot of people so far have made money off of it.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
Given the nature of things. They
Yeah, I
probably...
mean, good for them. They should be getting money.
This year they probably need it, or after last year. We went through the list, people.
Exactly.
That depressing top 20 list. Ugh. It really did. I was reading that list and it was like, ugh.
Really sad. Really sad.
We lived through all of this consecutively.
No kidding. In one calendar year.
Yeah, within 365 days, we did all of these things.
Exactly.
And you know, I'm one for doing a lot of things.
We went
and
through
packing
some
in
shit.
a lot of things in a year. But that was...
It was rough.
Yeah, that's a little more than necessary for 1 year.
Right.
But I suppose we could always top that this year. Can't tell if that's excitement or fright.
It's more of a nervous laugh.
I mean, Trump got impeached for a second time already in 2021.
Right.
There's been an insurrection. There's pandemic still going on. We're doing all right.
Yeah, I mean, at this rate, we're staying on about pace for 2020, huh?
Yeah. So I guess there's that. Things to look forward to and feel good about.
I mean, I guess there's all the talk about the vaccine coming out, right?
That's true. You know what
Hopefully
makes me
that,
really happy?
Works out.
You know what makes me really happy,
What?
Cordell? Having a box of cereal in the middle of the night.
Oh yeah.
Like, that just brings me so much joy. I can forget about most of the world's problems, or I can
Number
dive
one
deep into
favorite
them.
cereal right now. What is it?
Reese's Puffs
Reese's Puffs.
or Apple
Nice.
Jacks. I buy both of them at the same time,
Good calls.
so I can
good
alternate
calls.
between the two of them.
Good calls.
What about you?
I'm a big Fruity Pebbles or Cocoa Pebbles fan.
Oh yeah.
But
So yeah,
I
good
also
choices.
really love my Golden Grams.
Golden Grams are all right.
I have a box of Golden Grams on top of my fridge right now.
I just finished this week a box of Reese's Puffs and a box of Apple Jacks.
Nice.
I am without both, but I will be replenishing the stock pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta have that.
I don't
Do
know what it
you
is about
require
the-
milk with your cereal, or do you
Yeah,
just eat
yeah.
it out of the box?
Most times I like it in a bowl with milk.
Right, that's the way to do
But
it. I'll
every
admit
once in a
though,
while,
sometimes
I'll
I
have dry
get
cereal.
lazy,
Mhm.
or the milk's downstairs and I'm upstairs, and so is my box of cereal. So
Yeah.
I don't want to go that far.
Right.
So I just shovel it in like the trash panda I am.
I hear you.
Just
Me
a
too.
raccoon gorging itself on the couch, watching, the rise and fall of the Ottoman Empire. It's been that's kind of. Did I do that this weekend, or was that late last week? I watched an entire series about the Ottoman Empire in one sitting.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a lively existence that I lead. The excitement that I have in my life.
Mhm.
What am I going to do today? I'm going to watch 12 hours of Star Trek. Did that today.
Oh man.
Maybe not quite 12 hours of Star Trek, but
The other night, I think it was Friday night. I was watching this. I don't remember exactly what it was. It was pretty late. It was probably about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. I was just chilling at home by myself, drinking some coffee, and I had made some cookies.
ooh,
So I was
you're a baker?
enjoying- well, they were frozen cookies.
Ah.
Just throw them
Not
on
from
the baking
scratch, but
sheet.
yeah, sure.
And watching some Netflix. I was watching this. I think it was like an art docu-series, probably. I don't really
Sure.
remember. It was kind of late, but
Yeah.
memory's a little hazy. But I do remember the first episode starts out. This guy's like, you gotta turn off the lights. It's kind of, it's a art documentary. documentary
Yeah.
series type thing. So it's like gonna be really visual. So he's like, you gotta watch it in the dark. And I was like, bro, I live by myself. There's no way that's happening, right?
Right.
And I watched the first couple minutes and I was like, you know what? He's right. I'm gonna try this out. And man,
In the
this
dark.
stuff was awesome. It was great.
Yeah.
I unfortunately can't remember what it was called.
But good visuals.
Yeah, it was like an art thing. It's probably in somewhere in like the trending list or something.
Sure,
So
sure.
keep an eye out for art series. It's
Sure.
really good, worth it.
And watch it in the dark.
Yes. Yeah.
Watch it in the dark.
At least the first episode.
Okay.
I haven't watched any of the other ones yet.
I'll have to. Perhaps that's what I'll put on.
It was super good though.
I have a new thing that I love. I love docuseries. I love
Right.
documentaries and things like
Especially when it's visually pleasing.
that. Right. That is nice.
Yeah.
That
You get to
it's an
watch a
added bonus
whole-
there's a lot of documentaries
I think
and
if
docuseries that are
I
not.
think the memory's kind of coming back to me. I think it's like a series where they have like different artists come on for each one, and
Sure.
then like either they kind of walk you through their process, or they like create a art project kind of for the
Yeah.
episode. Like that's kind of what it is.
Nice.
I think that's what it is.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Thanks for spending your Sunday evening with us. Don't forget to check out the podcast. You can find that on all major streaming services. Join us next Sunday live from 7 until 11 p.m. on dirtychairadio.com. You can find the stream on YouTube as well by searching for After Hours Radio, at AH Radio WI on Twitter, After Hours Radio on Facebook.
Don't forget to stalk us on Facebook and Twitter for exclusive content and information from the artists you love. After Hours Radio, your Sunday night just got better.
go party and all that.
Broadcasting live in downtown Rice Lake, Wisconsin. You're logged on and listening to After Hours Radio.
Broadcast from downtown Rice Lake, Wisconsin, and streamed all over the world, this is Dirty